Day of stress. So it's alright. What did that look like? Hang on. Let's put it back in there. Hang on. Hang on. Yes. See if anybody pops in for a chat. Coffee. Joys of not having running water. Oh well. It all works out. You know, you find a way. That's what's as always with everything with this channel. It's you find a way. Make it work. See if anybody gets dropped in here. Another day of horrible weather, as always. Well, not as always. It's been good. It's been good. I shouldn't say that. It's been good weather lately, but once I've got the motorbike tyres, I don't really want to go scrubbing new motorbike tyres in the rain. So I think we might have to put off riding the bike for a couple of days, even though I've just got new tyres on it. I'll do that later in the stream. I'm going to go put the front wheel on the motorbike. So keep us busy. Say hello if you haven't, guys. Quite a new channel, so every bit of chat, you know, helps. Talk about whatever. I just don't do politics. I just do good vibes. We try and just chip away at tasks, work at life. Yep. Just keep swimming, Dory. Something like that. American dog. Quiet. The last few streams I've done have been very quiet. I don't know if YouTube is testing my resolve or what, but that's alright. Come on for a chat. Just drained, I think. Just a bit drained. How's everybody going? Say hello if you haven't. What have we got? How you going? Just going to make a coffee, and yeah, we're just going to have a chat about whatever, guys, as long as it's positive chat, right? I just don't do politics. That's all. So if you're new here, just no politics, please. No war and all this stuff. We're just trying to work on our own lives. That's what my channel's about. It's sort of about my story and you know, trying to get my life on track and keeping going and all that stuff, right? So I try and focus on here. Just make a more positive, you know, kind of chat with people, and just people who are just struggling along with a bit of depression, ADHD, anything like that, you know, your self-doubt, anything like that. I'm sort of along here with you, trying to build my life back up. So that's what the channel's about. Hey, how's it going? How are you? Helly, how are we? How's everybody going today? Where on the world are we? What's good? What's some good news? What's something you're working towards or something? What's something bad that's going on for you that, you know, I don't know. I don't know, guys. You just feel free to say hi, whatever. Keep it real casual. Just going to make a coffee, and a bit later on the stream I'll go put a wheel on my motorbike. That's been off the road for my motorbike. I missed the whole of summer to prioritise other things, and I got a flat tyre, and it was just, you know what, we need to put money in other things. So finally sort of just got the tyres fitted for that now, so I'll go put the wheels back on it shortly. I've already put one of them back on it. So it's a little, you know, it's my little hobby. We're going good. Yeah, going all right. Yeah, crap weather. So yeah, I've got new motorbike tyres, but you can't go out on new motorbike tyres in the wet, really. They have a bit of a coating on them you need to wear off, so I've got to we'll be a bit sensible there. So yeah, I do a bit of everything on here, but it's mostly just chat these days. But I do try and yeah, I just try and chat with people and just keep the trolls out and stuff, and just keep it like a positive, you know. Just ho hum, you know. Try and motivate some people, inspire some people or something. We'll just share my story, you know, battles with alcohol and ADHD, depression, all that over the years. So that's what I'm trying to do here. It's a very new channel, so see how we get on. What kind of bike? ZX14 Kawasaki is this one, and then I've got a CBR 1000 track bike as well, but I haven't ridden that for about 3 years. Hopefully at the end of the year I'll be racing that, so if I'm racing that at the end of the year, there'll be a live stream. I'll get my partner to hold the phone on the side of the track or something. I don't think we'll be able to do it on board. We don't have the technology, but no, just chipping away. I'm building like a tiny home cabin here as well and stuff, and yeah. Just day by day, right? We're all kind of just chipping away in life, right? Day by day. KLX 140. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I was just at the bike shop looking at some farm bikes and stuff, dirt bikes, and then I was like, oh. Hey, Jay, how are you, bro? We got some tyres for the ZX14, Jay. And finally, we're good, but yeah, I'm not going to go try scrubbing new tyres in the pouring rain. I'm very tempted. Every part of my ADHD is like, oh, just go ride it, screw it. And I'm like, yeah, I'd probably be fine, but I think I'll just wait. I have to sort of step back from that. I'm like, okay, well, I've got the new tyres on it, got the new battery. It can sit there for a couple of days. At least it's fixed, right? And then I can sort of go enjoy it. Whereas the ADHD part's like, just go ride it in the rain. Like, it'll be fine. Like, yeah, let's just slow down. Calm. Grandma's on deathbed, afraid the family's gonna fall apart. Try do what you can, and try hold the family together as you can, man. That's your best role in that situation, is to try and be the one in the family holding it together, right? So it does stress other people less. So it's always a tough one, right? Tough situations. But yeah, just do what you can do. Try not to worry about it. You know, you can't control how everyone's going to respond, and it will be a very stressful period. But just try to do what you can to alleviate it and support people as you can. And you know, that's enough. You know, you're enough by doing that. You don't need to beat yourself up or anything. How's everybody going? Otherwise, what else is going on? Sorry, my hoodie's a bit hot here. I'll just get that off. Oh, so that it's wet, but it's like that muggy kind of hot today. So I've dug out my old Metallica shirt. Don't think it fits me very well, this shirt, but you know, it's my old Metallica shirt. It's sort of a garage. What is it? It's the Ride the Lightning one. Here we go. Bit of a garage shirt at this point. Anybody else want to chat? What's going on? How are we all going? I've got a KLX 140. Yeah, I keep wanting to get like a dirt bike, but I don't want to do motocross or something. I'm a bit old to sort of start doing motocross or something like that. I was just talking to the guy at the motorbike shop about that. I'm like, dude, like, I'm not going to go and start trying to jump a motocross bike at, you know, 39 this year. So I don't think it's a good idea. As much as I've ridden road bikes and on track for 25 years, nah. I'll take a dirt bike up a trail and stuff, but I think me jumping them and trying to motocross race will end very badly. I'm old and brittle. Slipknot, Corey Taylor. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll take that. I'm not too familiar with Slipknot outside of like, I know their music and I've seen how they are on stage, but yeah, I haven't like looked at pictures of the band or something. There we go. I'll take that, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I look like him or something, do you? All right. I usually get told I look like what's his name? I should know this one. Tom Hardy. Apparently, I'm like, all right, sure, if you say so. I'm pretty sure I just look like me. My mum would say I look like me, so who knows? Maybe one day I'll be a famous movie star. Look him up. All right, man. I'll screenshot. Hang on. I'll screenshot that. See, I've already been working on the motorbike this morning. I'm covered in grease. But it's been a real good thing to like, obviously I'm just talking in general, not about motorcycles. It's been a really good thing to sort of have my motorbike off the road for months, focus on other tasks, and sort of now be able to go, okay, well now I can actually, you know, afford to put tyres on the bike and it's not going to interfere with other things and that, right? So it's about that little progress, those little bits of progress all stack up. So that's really what my channel's all about here, is just, yeah, just doing the little bits of progress, talking about what I'm struggling with and how it's sort of going along, and talking with you guys about whatever here. So it's good. We got a good vibe here. Where am I from? New Zealand, Timothy. New Zealand, mate. How about yourself? Oh, that coffee's good, man. Good coffee in the morning. And then, yeah, in a little while we'll head down to the garage and I'll probably just put the front wheel on towards, you know, the So in the stream, I'll probably do it an hour or two now, right? Just chat and whatever. See how everybody's going. New Zealand, yeah, close to Aussie. Most people can't tell the accent, even I can't sometimes with Kiwi Aussie streamers, so. Dharma, hello mate, how are you? My name's Jeff. How are you, mate? Oh, you're Gold Coast. Oh, rad, bro. Rad. I went over the Gold Coast when I was about 13. Like, it was like the only time I'd gone overseas was a family holiday in the Gold Coast, so we did all the theme parks and all that. That was a long time ago now. That's 25 years ago. Oh dear, the trolls have begun to come in the door, I think. It's good coffee. Neighbours are Kiwi, yeah. Fair few Kiwis have been moving over to Aussie, man. Fair few Kiwis just for the, and they say they love it over there, better income and all that kind of stuff, right? Just better living. It's quite tempting. I have had my moments, but for me it comes down to, the family and stuff I have here, and looking after those I care about and stuff, so I don't really want to be overseas. Well, I kind of can't be at the moment with some family stuff I won't talk about on here, but yeah. Maybe down the line, man. Maybe down the line I'll be overseas somewhere. We'll see how we go. All love. Oh yeah, it's all love. All is love. Have I seen the movie The Surfer? No, I haven't. I will, hang on. Grab a screenshot. Excuse the grubby pause. I've been working on the motorbike already. Been getting the back wheel on. I'm all excited. A few months of having no motorcycle. Eats a man inside when he's into motorcycles, So whatever, I'm sure people can relate through whatever you're into, right? As hobbies and stuff, you don't get to do it for a while and you're like, ugh. Lose your mind a little. You sort of lose that outlet, right? You lose that, that escape. So it's good to have it back, and I'm glad I had sort of the discipline to get through it and not just, go buy bike tyres and just put myself in a bad situation. So live and learn and all that, right? A bit of patience, a bit of delayed gratification. So it's all the delayed gratification I've done for the last couple of years, all I'm struggling through at the moment has sort of, it's really starting to pay off, so I'm stoked. With an eating disorder, what kind of eating disorder, mate? I don't. What do you mean an eating disorder? What do you mean an eating disorder, mate? I'm a peak specimen, mate. I don't got an eating disorder. Look at me, mate. There's enough arm for you. Like, I'm not a blimmin' weightlifter, but like I'm not fucking anorexic or something, mate. There's some good muscle here, mate. All right, look at the big forearm, mate. Look what's good and big and strong. Anyway. Your Chevy Equinox is launching spiritual attacks at you while you sleep at night. Okay. Elaborate. I'm curious now. You have my attention as much as, yeah. As I say, guys, like, I do come on here and I do try and respect my time, that if I'm going to spend like 2.5 hours a day on here instead of working on cars and stuff, which is why I sort of tied in with having a coffee and that, right? Because I just don't have the time to like sit here and talk shit with people. I have to remind myself always I'm on here to talk with people and sort of talk about progress and talk about just chipping away at things in life and going after your dreams and that kind of thing, right? So I can't allow in like it's just a waste of everybody's time if it's just bullshit being said, right? So just bear that in mind. We try and keep it just a chill, good channel. We're just talking about what we're progressing in life and struggles and all that kind of thing, right? Depression, ADHD, autism, all that stuff, right? Surf is a good movie. Australian actor played the antagonist, unfortunately passed away not long after the movie release. That sucks. Alright, well, I think I did just screenshot that, but I'll catch it again just so I'm sorry, make sure I watch it. Make sure I watch that. Okay, interesting. Oh, unhook the battery. If that's what you believe's happening, just unhook the battery and see what happens. See if you feel any different, mate. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of talk about those kind of things about frequencies. It's like my partner noticed in the last couple of days, if I'm holding my phone, and if I'm holding the metal part of my phone, not the case, and it's charging, she can feel the electric charge up through my back. And I'm just sitting there holding a phone, and if I unplug the charger or I don't hold onto the metal of the phone, just hold the back, it's fine. If I touch the screen or anything at all, she can feel it through my back. She's like, oh, that's a bit weird. Oh no, it's not my realm. So yeah, that was interesting. I mean, I guess it's just earthing through me somehow or something. Don't try not to worry about such things too much, to be honest. I got enough problems. I know, dog. I know. I agree, dog. But yeah, I don't really mess with the newer cars either, man. I'm more into my '90s stuff. Yeah, old, simple cars. Not too old, but you know, before it's all this modern CAN bus, take it to the dealer crap. That's you know, stuff I can fix myself, right? Because nobody knows how to do anything anymore. South Park did an episode on that, right? About the handymen are making really good money because nobody knows how to do shit anymore. Nobody knows how to fix anything. And it's like, you know, people are like, oh, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, can't afford that. And that's where I had to take control of my situation, you know, like years and years ago, and sort of make sure I can learn how to fix things and work at things and solve my own problems, right? No known problems, but a bitch ain't one. That's it. Yep. Just caught up with my lovely lady up at her work just before, so it's good to see her later. We'll see her later on, but you know, she's working hard today, so. Oh, yep. SSV Holden with a LS3 in it, is it? Nice, bro. VE with a, must be LS3A at the 6.7, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that LS7 or something? Because the LS1 was the 5.7, LS2 was the 6.2, I believe, and then it goes to the 6.7. I may be mistaken. Denzel, it can be that way as well, man. You know, it depends. You know, sometimes you can be with the wrong person. Sometimes we have to take accountability for ourselves, right, and understand that we could contribute better to the relationship or something, right? There's always needs to be accountability on both sides. The best advice I can give about relationships is relationships, be it like with a girlfriend, whatever, or like just friends, family. The most crucial thing about relationships is it's meant to be you and the other person against the problem to solve the problem together. It's not you and your partner or friend butting heads arguing with each other. It's about working together to solve the problem. That's where it becomes beneficial, right? Does that make sense? On your bed, dog. No, well, I'll let you out shortly, love. Bit busy at the moment. Like and sub, thank you very much. It's a very new channel, so I do appreciate every sub, every like, guys. It's and every bit of chat. It all helps. So, but yeah, as I say, like we just try and have a positive vibe. Try and just talk about life and struggles, and you know, in a positive way of like, you know, just working through whatever you're facing in life bit by bit. As you can see with what I'm doing here, I'm just here to sort of share my story, my experience as I go through it as well, right? So, at least 2 stroke to 6.7. Nice, bro. I bet that goes well. I've got a cam, and obviously got a cam in that in as well. You probably mentioned it, sorry. Yeah, stroked out. Oh, nice. That's beautiful, man. Do I like Marvel? Yes, I do. Yeah, I quite like the Marvel stuff. Venom obviously resonated with me. Well, that we're going to have to immediately ban. Oh, dear. Enjoy the time out in the naughty corner. It's not appropriate. Don't be rude. Don't be rude to the people. You'll come my channel, you'll say the rude thing, and not nice. Not nice today. Not sure what you mean there, Matt. Stage 2 cam in it. Nice, bro. Oh, I don't know. I don't worry too much about the yeah, Superman and something. I don't know, mate. I don't know. As I say, like I'm on here to talk about. I'm on here to talk about like in a positive way, but the more serious topic of, you know, people actually struggling in life, people who need help, people who are, you know, behind on stuff or feel they won't be able to chase goals or whatever. So I battle that a lot with ADHD and that, right? So that's what I want to talk about with people, is just trying to help people, anybody struggling depression or whatever, right? Of how we sort of work through that and try, yeah, just share experiences I can. But that's why I try and give up a couple hours a day of my time to sort of come on here and just, you know, touch base with people. But I don't want to waste my time or anybody else's time, right? I didn't want to make brain rot. Shush, puppy. How am I doing, Dwayne? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Bit of crap weather today, but I've finally got some tyres on the motorbike. I've had a bit of a stressful situation with some people in my life I won't go into. Just people causing me stress, coming at me, treating me, you know, poorly. So I had to sort of really establish some boundaries again, which is it's difficult, but otherwise that stuff really lives rent free in my head. And that's something I really struggle with staying focused, right? As you know, you're on path with what you're doing, or at least personally, I'm on path with what I'm doing, and then people are coming at me with this problem and that problem, or like, you know, and it goes on like that, and then I'll sort of achieve the end thing of like I get a car running, or like something good happens to me, and like then, you know, you get hit by that other thing. It's like, man, like it just really drained me. It was a situation last night that just drained me down, but I'm holding it together today. I'll keep on moving. It's just I don't like the mental space it takes. So I'm sort of learning to sort of really detach from that and be able to not react so much to that, right? Please, guys, again, like, please go troll somebody who's like, you know what I mean? Go waste the time with somebody like putting rubber bands on watermelons or something, right? Don't, like, I'm here to help people. I'm giving up my time, right? To just literally sit here and talk to people and have a serious conversation, not, yeah, you know, something a bit more serious, like positive, but a bit more serious. But saying that ridiculous stuff, go troll somebody making crap, you know, really crap content, please. Yeah, people just, yeah. It's just the reality of it. I know how it is on YouTube. I'm not upset by it. It's just I'm obviously not gonna keep it in here. So all is well. All is well. Hey puppy, what you doing, mate? What you doing, pup? You good? Happy puppy. Oh, it's happy puppy. I know it's all raining out there. It's all horrible weather out there. I know. I know. I feel you. I feel you, girl. I'm from New Zealand, mate. Good to have you here. Canada. One wheel driven. Nice, bro. Was that a... It looks an awful lot like a dirt bike. I can't see the profile picture too well, but it kind of looks like a dirt bike. How you going, man? About to go put a front wheel on my ZX14 shortly, but it's raining, so I've got 2 new tyres, and yeah, I'm not keen to go scrub them in the wet. They've got a bit of a coating on a new motorbike tyre, right? If anybody doesn't know, so you need to sort of weave them around and wear it in a bit. I'm not going to try and do that in the wet on 2 new tyres on a 1400cc bike. It probably won't go well. I'm sure I would be fine, but I'd rather not risk it. I'm getting old and sensible. Yeah, living in a caravan at the moment while I'm building a cabin and stuff. So about 3 years ago, this was a sheep paddock. Life sort of went really bad, sort of lost everything kind of situation. Is the best way to sum it up. Sort of managed to keep my vehicles, right, but then I couldn't afford rent for buildings and stuff to keep them in. So I shut down my workshop, built a garage at home. So basically got the caravan, and yeah, just built a garage at home, did the driveway, learnt to drive a digger and all that. So I'm building a cabin at the moment, and I've just got the first car running. So it's getting there. I'm finally after 3 years of sort of pushing away at the stuff, you know, I'm finally on track. And I decided I'd get on YouTube and do this kind of thing where I can just try and hopefully help and inspire some people in the tough times of the world, right? You know, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I don't still struggle with it. I just didn't want to come on here in years and be like, hey guys, I made it. Oh, like, let me give you some advice. It's like, you know, I want to sit here and sit in the reality of it, right? I ain't losing no races. Yeah. The Hayabusa Killer, the mighty ZX14. Yeah, it was my dream bike for about 20 years. So I got that last year. So it was really good to achieve that goal. What's up, bud? Well, Peachy's in the house. Hey, Peachy. Oh, yeah, going all right, man. I'm Do I know? Oh, sorry, we're knocking everything. Dog, don't do that. Hey, no, not right now, dog. No. Oi, hey, enough. I've sort of really nicely tolerated you whining for like 15 minutes. Can you not? Please, dog. Not right now. Yeah, somebody mentioned this, some show Stray Kids or something the other day. I need to look it up, sorry. I don't usually have much time to look at screens and stuff, to be honest. I do my best. You guys just come along saying silly things, and all you're doing is just wasting people's time. It's not funny, it's not impressive, it's not clever, it's just annoying. All you are is annoying. So please don't do that to my channel, guys. Life's what you make it. Yeah, exactly it, man. Exactly it. Life's what you make it, and you know, you play the cards you dealt, and yeah, you move forward, right? That's life. And I think we're going to be, you know, there's a lot of that going on in the world, right? And people are going to suffer more and more, and you know, you end up, you know, really sort of being forced to find out, you know, your friends, your family are what's important, and your own passions and stuff, not everything happening in the world. So that's what I'm here to talk about and help people with. Is I just have a very long history, you know, lifetime of depression, anxiety, ADHD, autism, all that, right? And I'm just bit by bit, day by day, trying to make my life 1% better, right? Like James Clear says, if you've ever looked into Atomic Habits by James Clear, it's a really well worth reading book. Show my muscles. There's some muscles, mate. There's some muscles. I'm a bit sick at the moment, so I'm still getting over the flu. It's hit me we're talking, I think, nearly 2 weeks now, so we're getting there. What's going on, puppy? You don't need to keep whining. You don't need to keep whining. Okay, I'm not here to talk about. Basically, what I don't do here is I'm not going to argue religion. I'm not going to argue politics. I'm not going to argue about war and all this, right? This is about, my channel is about focusing on your own life, right? Despite all that's happening in the world, it's all beyond your control. How can we operate and actually have a life we enjoy in the midst of that, right? Yeah, okay. I'm not going to have you spam your own personal agenda in my chat, my friend. So you have a good one. Just take care. Thank you very much. Dogs, stop all this mayhem. Stop all this. I do love animals very much. Yeah, I've got my couple here. They're just having a bit of a... They're getting a bit whiny and stuff at the moment because it's been a rainy day, right? They're a bit overstimulated, so... But I will get them out again for a play later. I've had them out for about an hour and a half this morning, so... They're just starting to get a bit stir crazy again. You know, being a German Shepherd, it's every hour or two. She wants to go out and run around, and... Yep, the endless energy, so... we've got a, he's a pit bull, this one's a pit bull cross, this boy here, and somewhere under there, excuse me, is a German Shepherd. So this is what I'm dealing with next to me at the moment, but that's alright. Just chilling. That's what they do. They love each other very much, those two dogs. Can you get off? Heidi, you can stay here. No, you stay, Heidi, come here. Heidi. Leave him alone. Come here. You stay here. Hey. No, you go to your bed. Hey, you go to your bed, dude. You stay. Your bed. You stay here, right? Okay. And we'll have a little bit of separation between everything that's happening. Alright? Sounds good? Okay. As I say, guys, like, I'll give a message to any sort of trolls and stuff, right? You're wasting people's time and you're wasting your own time. I'm on here to help people. I'm giving up my time to try and help people and talk about my life experience and some hefty topics. And I constantly have to deal with you idiots saying just irrelevant crap. Like, go do something with your life, man. You can literally do anything else with your time. Why would you, even if you're 10 years old or something, why would you waste time? Oh, I'm trolling this guy. I don't care, man. It's just annoying. It's just, I'm trying to give my time in my life to try and help people with depression and stuff, people who are struggling, right? Go troll, like, there's so many morons, like, swipe down, man. There's so many morons that deserve to be trolled. Please go troll them. Please, go get them. Go get the idiots. Just making absolute slop, going, hey guys, I need money. Oh, sub, $2, give us money. I'm not here, I'm not for that. I'm not monetized, I'm here to try and help people. Yeah, don't worry about them, Wayne. They're just it's just people saying they're trying to be inflammatory. They're trying to cause as much trouble as they can. It's just they got nothing better to do. Sadly, it is how it goes. You swipe to me. You swipe to me. Well, that's fantastic. Well, that's good. I hope we can have a good conversation, mate. As I say, guys, like the channel's more about just trying to have a good message and trying to focus on your own life. That's what I'm about. Excuse me, but you two, one of you needs to off. Heidi, off. Oh dear. Your bed, go on. Project car's coming along alright. I've been sick for nearly 2 weeks now with the flu, so as you can hear, I'm still a bit clogged up. I haven't really worked on it yet. I'm going to try and get back to that tomorrow. Just putting the motorbike tyres on today, so getting the motorbike back on the road. Hey, your bed, go on. So yeah, I'm sorry about a bit of chaos with the dogs getting a bit stir crazy with the wet weather. So, but yeah, yeah, the project car. It's all running and everything, but it's not charging. So the alternator, I'm gonna change the alternator out on it, and should be all good. Hey Bean, how are you, man? Good to see you. I know I'm from New Zealand, my friend. New Zealand. How about yourself? Brian, where are you from, Brian? Oh, Jay's still here. Oh, Jay, you're always here, bro. You're a legend, bro. We love Jay around here. Hey, you. No, leave your brother alone. He's just trying to lie down. Go on your bed. Good girl. Go on. Lie down. Good girl. Stay there. Stay. Okay, we've had this command at least 5,000 times at this point. Stay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, they get all weird when I start talking into the phone. Right, when I'm not live streaming, they'll just chill. But the moment I'm like blah 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 blah, they're like, oh, well, what's happening? You know. See. Cape Town. Oh, yeah, awesome. South African in the house. You love the pups. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was never allowed any pets growing up, right? So it's sort of again, it's one of those things. You know, I've been trying to point my life in a direction for a long time. So it's all sort of coming together now. But it's taken 20 years. You know, it's taken over 20 years of setting up life. No, you wait. Get on your bed. You're so naughty. Yeah, we'll stay there. I know you're a bit bored. We'll go outside later. Just like delay your gratification, dog. So this is what people are like in the real in life, right? They just whine and whine and whine, and they want it now. It's like you can't always have it right now. You know, that's how it goes. Yeah, but the pit bull, he's a boy, and then the German shepherd's a girl. So yeah, they just love each other very much. To be honest, she annoys the crap out of him. To be honest. He's usually just trying to lay around and be an old man. You know, he's 9 years old now. You know, he wants to lay around, so be more of an old man, just chilling. And she has to come and annoy him. Hey, no, on your bed. So she's getting there. Like, if I tell him to stay on his bed, he'll usually stay there. But it's her who paces around. And yeah, big babies. Yep, that's for sure. Hey, on your bed and stay there. Oh my gosh, stay on your bed. Not keep getting up. Thank you. Meanwhile, this nutter. Are you being weird? Are you being weird? That answers that question. Good entertainment. Just live in the moment. Just the doggies just want to live in the moment. Yeah. Don't we all? Don't we all just want to just run and do whatever we want to do at all times? This is where discipline comes in, right? No. Yeah, I definitely, I seem to lose viewers because of it. I don't know. Suddenly, like, it can be really busy chatting to the dogs. I'm like, oh, go on, dog, on your bed. And then suddenly half the people leave. I'm like, right, you know. Okay, you know, you can't really talk to these kind of dogs. You can't be like, here there, puppy. Oh, he's your little puppy. Like, it's not going to listen to a word you say. You've got to have some kind of command over them, right? which is yeah, like I talk to them very, very nicely, right? Probably too much. But if I go on here and go, "Hey, get on your barrel, get on your," you know, which is what they respond most to when they're being really naughty. People on here get all upset because they think it's like owning a chihuahua or something. It's how it goes, mate. How it goes. Stay on your bed. Yeah. Yeah, like you're the morning wanting to get out of bed. Yeah, I feel that, man. The only time that I haven't had that morning grogginess was when I was pure carnivore diet. Funnily enough, was one sort of thing of that was, you know, after about 2-3 weeks on the carnivore diet, it's like 5 in the morning. You wake up, you've got no brain fog, you're literally wide awake, like you've had 5 coffees, and you just go about your day, right? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, just a bit of everything, man. I just try and yeah, keep it positive, keep it focused on despite all that's happening in the world, what are we doing with our own lives, right? What are we working towards? What are we hoping to achieve? All that kind of thing. Sorry, my nose is still running a bit, so I'm still a bit sick, to be honest. I'm still a bit off from this flu, but we're doing all right. No, carnivore diet, carnivore. So it was basically eating steak, eggs, bacon, butter, was it? So under 50 grams of carbohydrate a day. So I did that for about 9 months. And yeah, it's if you've got inflammation and joint pain and stuff, right? That's all coming from carbohydrates, sugar, right? Sugar and carbs. So if you take all that away, you lose the brain fog, you lose all the inflammation and stuff, right? Oh, yeah. Stay away from margarine, any vegetable oils, like vegetable oils. You know that vegetable oil stuff is better off going in your car. So, yeah, butter, natural fats and stuff, right, make a big difference. I've been having a bit much sugar lately, just having like bottles of Coca-Cola again and stuff, right? Like, oh, I grab a couple of 1.5 litre bottles of Coke and, you know, sip on them for 2 or 3 days. But it's just an immense amount of sugar. So I'm trying to behave myself. I'm gonna have just this today. I went and bought just that, which is again, it'll be a horrific amount of sugar. It's not. This isn't really any healthier than energy drinks and stuff, right? So I mean, that's got 1 serving per package. This thing has 56 grams of sugar in it. That's why I was going to stop buying them, because they were just loaded with sugar. Shouldn't have bought one of those today, but that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, like, yeah, on a carnivore diet, if I'd had that, that would have immediately taken me out of ketosis and, yeah. Seed oil. No, burrito, no, just no. Andrew, New Zealand, mate, New Zealand, how about yourself, man? How about yourself? I am in little old New Zealand. We might need to get the phone on charge here. We seem busy in here today. I was like, oh, you know, come on. Like, yes, sometimes I get 1,200 views, and then the last few days it's been 300-400. Yesterday was 85, and I was like, I'm just kind of like, oh, well, whatever. It gets busy sometimes it doesn't. But I figured I wouldn't be on long, but we'll get you guys on charge, eh? You might be more likely to fall over, so if we start falling over all the time, you know why. Have a good chat. But yeah, all I ask of the trolls and stuff, guys, is just go troll somebody else. Go troll somebody who deserves it. I'm just here to try and help people. I'm not here to... Oh, hang on. I'm here. But yeah, I'm not here to just sit and talk rubbish on the internet or something, right? So, I want to help inspire some people. That is the point of it, and that's why, like, you know, I give up my time to do it. So, if people can be respectful of that, I would really appreciate it. Because otherwise I just have to ban you. So... Sorry, I am trying to get us set up here because it's on the charge cable. This is not ideal. Hang on. I'll make it work. Is that alright? That looks alright. That looks like we'll be alright there. What do you reckon, dog? He finally chilled out a bit. That's good. Alright, I'll catch up on the chat. Thanks, Bean. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better, man. I've just been out and got the motorbike tyres put on the wheels, so I'll fit those up later. And yeah, that's a little bit of a positive for the day, but with the storm, I doubt I'll be riding it for 3 or 4 days, so. Australian, British, I mean, the Australian and New Zealand accent usually has more of a twang to it, right? Because Aussies are more, yeah, mate, you know, how's it going, right? It can obviously tone down from there. Whereas the British, yeah, it's a bit more easy to tell that they're British, like from England, yeah. Oi oi. New Zealanders more that monotone, like flat. You mate, been out putting umbrellas on the fences all morning, stopping the rain, getting in, mate, and yeah. So that's more the New Zealand one. But I mean, sometimes the New Zealand and Aussie accent can be very hard to distinguish between. Even for me, like, shut up. I tell you what, Luke. Shut up. I'll tell you what, Luke. Here you go, mate. Hang on, you're saying something else. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah. Get accused of being a Kiwi or Aussie all the time. I'd say you get complimented, mate. I'd say you get complimented if you look at that the right way. We can reframe that. We can reframe that into something, you know, positive and beneficial for everyone. How you doing, dog? No, as I say, we just try and have a positive chat, guys, and yeah, keep all the drama of the world out of it. Talk about our own lives, or you know, just vibe, just keep it more positive and keep aimed in the right direction. As I say, that bit by bit progress each day. You know, chase after whatever goals you got, whatever dreams, right? Don't waste your time typing bullshit at people on the internet. Hey, go do something, mate. Vegemite on Tim Tams. Oh, bro. Oh, that's just wrong. That ain't right. The mental image alone is horrific. What are you trying to do, man? Now, I've never really liked Vegemite on Marmite. I found it quite, I always found it very strong. Again, it's the stereotypes, isn't it? You know, oh, everybody in Australia likes Vegemite, and you know, everybody in New Zealand is obsessed with like the All Blacks and rugby. It's like, man, I haven't watched a rugby game from the All Blacks in friggin' 25 years, 30 years, man. You know, everybody's into their own stuff. So, yep. Vegemite and Tim Tams. What? Oh, bro, it's a crime under the Geneva Convention or something. I'm sure there's got to be a law against that, or you found a ridiculous loophole. We'll have to close that up. If you're talking about combining Vegemite and Tim Tams, that is unhinged, dude. It's not okay. Oh shush, you nutter. Calm down. It's all right. It's just the postman. It's just the postman. I know you want to eat them. I know, but they bring your food. Speaking of which, I need to order your food today. I keep forgetting. I know. Now I'm covered in dog fur. Oi! Oh, now you're gone, done it, dog. Oi! Oh God! Help! Shut up! Oh. Come here. Hey, come. Lie down. No, hey. No, lie down. Stay there, you lunatic. Don't say that, Brian. It's not appropriate. No, calm, puppy. Thought we were getting along all right, Brian. Don't be saying those things, Brian. I'm concerned. Vegemite. Some Vegemite. Yes. Some Vegemite. No, just chill out, mate. It's alright. I know it's raining. I know. And the postman came and it's all exciting. It's all happening. And, hi. Can you... Off my pillow, thank you. Thank you, mate. Off my pillow. Thank you, bro. Oh, dear. Heidi, that's enough. Oh, it's such a pain to keep this up here while it's charging. I'm trying to make it work. People. Beautiful dog. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, they're a bit wound up today with the weather, and this is my boy here. This is my old boy. Hey, old boy. He's just an old farm boy, eh? You might. He's a good boy. Heidi, enough. Here. Go lie down. No, you're not jumping out there either. Just. This is my life now. Oh, it would be nice if I could make the phone stuff a bit better on charge, but it's not looking very frickin' promising, is it? I'll try my best. Yeah, yes, I have actually, Fox. I have. Yes, that does happen. That does happen. Yes. For many years as a child. Yes. To answer your question, seeing as we're only getting stupid troll questions, yes, I have shit my pants. So have you, many times. That's why your mum had to change your diaper. Apparently you're full of a bit of it. But anyway, if you could move on, as I say, my channel is about trying to motivate and inspire people and just chip away at our lives despite all the crazy stuff happening in the world, right? So I'm not really going to engage a bunch of children trolling with nothing better to do. Go play Minecraft or something. Go ride a bike. Go, I don't know, put chewing gum in your sister's hair or something. I don't know. Whatever makes you happy. I've got dog fur in my hair, apparently. I'm molting. Ever thought about going over there? No, not interested. No, I'm quite happy here, mate. Wouldn't know, mate. As I say, like I'm not on here to talk about like burgers and Vegemite and stuff. I'm on here to talk about people struggling with things in life, right? People who have been through depression, or they're going through loss, or they've got ADHD and they're distracted, or they're just depressed, or whatever, right? That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to talk about bullshit topics, because otherwise I might as well get off here and I'll go work on my life, right? I can go work on my cars and stuff. So I'm not here to talk about bullshit. Okay? Cool. Yeah, Brian, you're about to get banned from here, bro, because I just don't do this stuff here, man. I don't play into it, sorry. No, it's not about getting mad, bro. It's about I'm spending my time on here to talk about like more serious topics and try and help people with depression and stuff. I'm not here to just talk about who shit their pants, right? It's just ridiculous, bro. It's a ridiculous line of topic. Again, it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of mine. So you're just wasting everybody's time with stupid, irrelevant crap. Literally irrelevant crap. So I'm not going to lean into it, am I? Time for a shot of Jaeger? No, sir. I stopped drinking. It was what I had a problem with, sir. It was alcohol. I have no opinion on the war or any of that, mate. It's all made up, so I don't worry about it. Like, the only comment I have on the politics is the countries of this, of that. Everything you're seeing through the news, and this country's prime minister this, and this country's leader this, you got to understand none of that is real. That's not who runs the world. That's not who's pulling the strings. That is a show put on to distract you, and you're all falling for it. Even the people who are like, we're aware of what they're really doing, and we know what they're really doing. No, you're not. Because awareness is understanding they're not the people who run the world. And apparently people know that information and throw it out the window, and they're like, oh, look at what's happening. Oh, look, oh. Gas prices go up. Yeah, mate, I just went and put diesel in my truck this morning. Oh, the fuel price went up. You know what I did? I tapped the card and I paid for the fuel. I went about my life. I'm not worried. Beautiful dog. Thank you very much, mate. Yep, she's a lovely pup. Yeah, again, none of it's real, guys, so I don't go into it. That's the thing I don't. I'd probably blame yourself there, mate. I wouldn't blame external factors, right? It's under your control with what you want to do with your life, man. Nobody else. Focus on your own lives. There is always going to be a distraction. There's always going to be something in the news, something in some country, blah, blah, blah. The oil prices of this, It's just like you're living like a scared little bird. Don't worry about any of it. None of it matters. None of it is relevant to your life whatsoever. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen to you regardless. So don't worry about it. The fuel prices go up, and this or that. The AI takes... It's beyond your control to change it. Just be aware of it, and then prepare for it, and just go about your life, right? There's no point worrying about it. I'm from New Zealand, mate. New Zealand. Oh, nice, mate. Yep. Sometimes you lose everything, man. That's how it goes. And it's on you. You can rebuild that for yourself. So it's on you, right? There's no point whining or blaming other people. So it's on you. Your own decisions are on you. It doesn't mean you have to live in the past, and you'll get friends try and drag you to like your past behavior and stuff like. But what you got to do is just keep working at it each day, trying to improve things, right? Just keep on swimming, Dory. That was a good lesson in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. It's a good sign of the times in the world right now. We just keep swimming. You can carve out a life for yourself amongst all the chaos in the world, and we don't have to worry about it and stress about it and keep up with the news of it. Just live your life, man. The only way all this politics and all this can affect you is if you let it affect you. If you don't let it in, you don't worry about it. You just go with the flow, mate. Don't worry so much, mate. We'll all be dead soon anyway. It's all good. We'll all be dead within about 60 years anyway, right? So don't worry about it, mate. I've probably got like 40 left at most. Could have a year. Who would know, right? It doesn't matter. Just focus on what you want to do with your time on Earth, right? That's what matters. Focusing on how you spend your own time is important. But not everybody, but there's a vast majority of people are so distracted by everything going on in the world and so worried, and it's all filling up space in your head, right? It's like, you're not gonna, how is that serving you? How's it serving you to watch a bunch of stuff on Instagram and people complaining about, I went onto Instagram and it's just like, oh, the fuel prices, oh, fuel prices. It's like, you're going to have that in your head, and so you can talk at the pub or talk with your mates, oh, the fuel prices, oh, co-workers, oh, the fuel prices, oh, the fuel prices. It's like, you're an absolute sheep. You're an absolute moron, in my opinion, if you're going to play into that. Hey, Bentley. Hey, you doing all right today, man? Doing all right. We've got the new motorbike tyres. I've just got the new motorbike tyres fitted, but I've got to put the wheels back on the bike. So I'll probably do that at the end of the stream. Go put the front wheel on. I might cut off before then, just go work in the shed on my own and have some headspace, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying just doing more of the chat things on here, that I come on, I chat for maybe an hour and a half, 2.5 hours, and then I just go back to the rest of my life, right? This is just one little segment of my day kind of thing, right? Why was I in Matt's stream? Oh, I might have been asleep, man. I might have been asleep, most likely. It depends when it was. I do catch people's streams when I can, but I can't be in, I can't be sitting on YouTube all day looking and supporting everybody's channels and stuff, right? There's a lot of other creators I do support, and I will be there for them when I can, but like, I'm building a house, I have a partner, I have 2 dogs, I have, the garage going on and working in there and stuff. There's a lot going on, so I do show up when I can, unfortunately. That's this life, And I say that with people, like, I don't like, if you sub to me, I'd prefer, people aren't every day prioritizing to come watch me, like, and sit here for a couple of hours. Like, I'd prefer people are doing something like their dishes or some little project or something, or some hobby, right? Because it's very easy to waste your time away on the internet. You're new here, you just subscribe. Thank you very much appreciate it. We just keep a chill chat here, as I say. We try not to do the politics and stuff that everybody's worrying about, and the only thing I touch on in regards to that is, let's not go into that. Let's just actually focus on our own path, right? Because times are going to get harder, guys. Like, as we know historically, things are always going to get harder, right? Like, if you're waiting for the powers of the world to make things better, you're going to be waiting a long time, right? But there's a lot of people putting that expectation out, and they're like, oh, because of this I can't. It becomes an excuse, right? And we'll find that in general as humans anyway. We'll find excuses not to do things. We'll always find other people to blame and reasons and all that, right? But yeah, so it's about taking it upon yourself and trying to make things better. I don't follow any sports, bro. Don't follow any sport. I do some sport. I do some motorcycle track days and stuff, and I'm looking to go into racing at the end of the year for a couple of races. But yeah, I don't spectate anything. Heidi, you're a good dog. Zed, you're a good dog. I won't move the phone because it's on charge. It's very precariously. It's just sitting there without falling over on the charger. So you'll see the other dog around later on, though. Oh, yep, thank you very much. This is Miss Heidi. She's just turned 3. She's sort of staring out the window today because of all the rain in there. As you can see, the rain dripping by. Maybe you can see the rain dripping by. It's not the dog drooling. Flooded in, bro. Not much to do for a week or two in Queensland. Yeah, I feel that, man. Yep. Well, you can always use that time, bro, as like a decompressed time, right? And read some books or find some. I always like audio books myself. I'm not very good at like actually sitting and reading a book. And also like the time thing, like ADHD, I struggle to I can't really lay in bed and read a book very easily. So usually I'll have headphones on, I'll just play a podcast, right? So it's the same with, just podcasts that I find from like Chris Williams and stuff like that, right? I'll put them on headphones and then I just sort of go about my day working, right? And just doing tasks and whatever. I find that's a really good way is doubling up my time, right? Like I can't be stopping to stare at a screen for 3 hours watching two guys have a chat at a podcast over a desk, right? I just need to listen to that. I don't need to see it, right? Same with books and stuff, right? I'd rather play them as an audiobook and, not too much, right? You can very easily oversaturate yourself taking in too much like self-improvement content and all that, right? Yeah, caravan at the moment, bro, caravan. Car scene in Australia is huge. Yeah, man, I've seen some crazy stuff out of Aussie, man. Some crazy builds and that. I mean, it's good, right? We've all got to have passions and hobbies and that. Everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's got their own way. Oh, I'm not sure, Big Fish. No idea. No idea on that one, bro. Yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah, she's learning. She's growing up. Sometimes she was whining earlier, but she's settled down a bit now. She's settled down a wee bit, mate. And yeah. She's watching. She watches the gate from here, so it's her spot where she sits and watches. She's got a line of sight all the way up to the road, so that's all she does. That's all that dog does. She's either sleeping with her ears up, or she's watching what's happening, or she's playing. But yeah, pretty much a security system. So that's what they're made for, right? That's what they're bred for. So that's how they are. You keep talking. Look into the camera just like that. Yeah, I'm just me, mate. I'm not here to. I'm not sure quite what you mean, but yeah, I don't come on here to put on a show or anything. I'm just waffling. Just try and talk about keep it positive. We're keeping a pretty good vibe now. So, hey, edits. New Zealand, bro. What about yourself, man? The best podcast to watch. Just whatever you find interesting, man. Shop around would be my advice. Everybody's got their own thing. Like, again, like I don't sit on here. I don't want to tell anybody, what religion to believe or what person to watch on YouTube or, this or that. Find your own way. But I would say Chris Williamson is probably a good one to start with. If you're into sort of self-improvement and stuff and just learning and growth, Chris Williamson might be a good one. I have noticed a lot of the podcasters now have really changed, and they're bringing on guests about wars and about this and about that, and it's getting very, very political. Like Diary of a CEO used to be about building businesses, and it was advice for entrepreneurs, and now it's like, what's happening with World War III? And I just unsubscribed all of them. I'm not gonna, like, you guys were the sort of the platforms away from this stuff, and it was about self-improvement, and now you're gonna fearmonger everybody. So it's just a shame, I guess it's just more grifters on the internet, I suppose. No, I don't watch any cricket or anything, bro. I don't watch any sports. It's I try and focus on building my own life. That's what I'm all about here, is putting that effort into your own life, your own dreams. You don't want to be watching what everyone else doing. Like to me, like watching a cricket game, like if you're into it, like no judgment, right? If you're into it for leisure and it's something you enjoy, but like for me, it's like following some celebrity on Instagram or TikTok or something and like looking at everything they're doing, and the paparazzi got a picture of them, and the scandal with Justin Bieber or something. Like this is all stuff that's taking from my own headspace, it's taking from my own time, it's taking from my own life, that's irrelevant to me, right? So that's why I don't get involved with it. That's the base of my life. It's like what you focus on is what you're going to get, right? So I'm focused on building my own life, and through that as well, my part of my time is I sit here and talk and with people about and try and inspire some people, motivate some people, or just answer any questions about motivation or struggles or that kind of thing, right? So we just keep a positive vibe. Good morning. How are you, brother? Should be here in the US. No, I'm quite happy here, mate. I'm quite happy. Why should I be in the US? You tell me. Why should I be in the US? Is that sarcasm, or are you trying to sell me on it? Which is it? Well, it's kind of, whose dog is this? That's my dog. One of my dogs. The other one's sleeping on the other side. This is Miss Heidi. She's 3 years old. She's a 3-year-old German Shepherd. Aren't you? You're molting like crazy all over my bed and stuff, dog. Let's just try and get some of that out the window. Hey? You're molting like crazy. You're losing your summer coat, eh? Heading into winter, so she'll get a longer coat in winter all around her neck and stuff. Just parts of her fur get a lot longer. Where am I from? New Zealand, mate. New Zealand. Should be on a boat enjoying myself with the dogs. That would be nice someday. I have considered that, doing the, a bit of a travel on a boat or something. I've thought about that actually. It's interesting you mentioned that. I was thinking about it the other day. What are you from? Well, you asked what am I from? I'm from my mother and my father. Where am I from is New Zealand. Went on a trip to the US and sold the tickets. Scalping, illegal. From Pakistan. Welcome in Pakistan. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well. She's like the Eminem song, Some days I sit staring out the window, watching this world pass me by. It's dog. Yeah. We're just chilling, having a chat, guys. As I say, we just have a chat. We don't worry about all the politics and all that. It's all about what are you doing for your own life and bit by bits of progress and all that kind of thing. Oh, I haven't finished me coffee. Oh, I have. I did finish me coffee. Switching between my live and other stuff. All right. Well, let me know. Let me know if if my live is better or not. I hope it's something better. I used to scroll through the lives and it was just so much brain rot and stuff. I want to offer something to people, right? In the way of help, of the way of mindset and perspective, right? In a world that people are stressed, everything's so crazy, it's like, let's just calm, keep it positive, just work on this. Not married yet. No, I'm not married yet, but I do have a partner. She lives here with me. I met her last year, so in future, I think that will be the plan. I think very much we're heading that way, so... that makes me think, like, again, guys, it takes, if you're ever struggling with anything, you've got to remember it takes like 20 years to build a life. But it's not a year or two. Like, you can aim in the right direction, but you're going to fail, you're going to stumble, you're going to make mistakes, right? But life is a long journey, don't be too hard on yourself and just keep it chill. Okay, well, we don't go into religion, guys, otherwise I'll start timing everybody out. And I'm not playing. If I say I'll do that, I will do that. I don't piss around. But no, I don't do that. I'm not here to convince anybody to live my way or anything like that. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to have arguments, right? We're here to have a civilized discussion about just working on our lives and enjoying our life, right? Why are you going to bring the fight in here? And everybody's going to just argue with everybody. Again, this is why, like, everybody's like, why can't everybody on Earth just get along? And why can't we have peace on Earth? It's like, look what we get in a comment section. Look at everyone's just trying to, like, poke at each other. Just be nice to people. It's easy. It's easy. You don't have to be a dick to other people. Pro tip of the day. Number one rule of being cool. Don't be a dick. North Island, mate. North Island. I've spent some time down the South Island though. I worked some vineyards and stuff like that right back in the day. So yeah, been around the country a fair bit. Always wanted to go to Queenstown. Yeah, I've been there once. Yeah. It's very expensive. It's a bit of a, Queenstown is very much a place people have heard about a lot, but it is very much a tourist trap, right? It's as things are. So there's a lot of other places you can go, like a sort of off the beaten track if you want to travel around the South Island. Queenstown's worth a stopping and whatever, and if you want to go skiing or snowboarding or something. But as far as like actually seeing the real New Zealand and the back roads and the mountains and the adventure of New Zealand, yeah, you're better off up on the back roads and like little campgrounds. It's like I went to some campgrounds when I was in the South Island a couple of years ago, and it was like $30 for the night for like a full cabin, a queen size bed cabin. There was a bench, the coffee and tea and milk and whatever provided, little sachets, and that was fine for me to stop in at that place for a night, and it's $30. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually time you out real quick, bro. Sorry, you can have 10 minutes. Don't ever spam people's chats like that. You're not the main character. You're not gonna take over the chat of other people. You've got to be respectful of other people and let other people talk, or else you're just ruining it for everyone. And then you're just going to ruin it for my channel that everyone leaves because they can't get a word in. So no, we don't do any of that. I don't play any shit here, guys. So if you want a channel where the trolls are actually kicked out and we're not going to deal with all of that and we just try and keep it more positive, you can drop a sub, drop a like, folks, and all that. That's the first time I've asked for likes and subs. It's the first time I've mentioned it the whole stream. There you go. And we'll leave it at that. You guys know what to do. And so interested in prospecting for gold? No, I've got better things to do with my time than prospect for gold, mate. Sitting there sieving through them and trying to get pennies. No, not me. Did Auckland, then went to Rotorua through our regions. It was beautiful. Yeah, oh, awesome, man. Awesome, Fox. That's great. That's great, bro. Yeah, we've bought the Land Cruiser with the same intention, but the gearbox failed on it, so we will be getting to that in future in the next couple of years. There's a lot going on for me for the next couple of years, me and my partner, but day by day, as I say, day by day, just keep chipping away at it and keep positive and keep focused. And I'm not saying every day is a good day or productive. I'm not saying I don't have the hard days. That's what I'm here to talk about, right? It's like I'm stressed out today still. I've just had stress from people putting pressure on me and being what I feel is unreasonable, but I need to learn to be less reactive to it and just make sure I'm staying focused and stuff like that, right? So, nice to meet you. I'm off to bed. Have a fantastic day. Thank you very much. Take care, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Hopefully you've dropped a sub and see you around. Yeah, I just want to really keep these casual kind of chats, guys. Sometimes I'll do a workout on here and stuff, a couple of hundred push-ups and stuff, but again, it's all about just keeping going those little bits of progress and stuff, right? Oh, the outside view is pretty crap today, mate. It's raining. Oh, I might knock over the phone, but yeah, it's pretty. There's clay everywhere, and I'm in the middle of building a cabin and stuff, but it's all. Here's my cabin. Been building that right next to the caravan. I'm almost there. We're getting there. It's taken 3 years, but I've got a cabin. I've got a deck. Yeah, we've got some landscaping to do in the future. We've got a big pile of dirt. Built the garage and that, but we're getting there. I'm getting there. The homestead is coming together, and get some chickens and stuff in the future, and prepare myself for the coming apocalypse, right? Oh dear. You are welcome, ma'am. Ma'am. How are you all going? I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on here, but yeah, I'll just kick around for a bit. We'll have a chat. Usually, what are we, an hour 6 in? So usually I do about 2 hours, 2.5. Just depends what's happening, how it's all going. Looks mad as, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's literally about $1,000 for that whole cabin. Just of scrap materials, basically. I basically spent 6 months online looking through building supplies on the auction website. You get a whole deck for $1, and I've got this old cladding, $50, take the lot. So, I'd basically, anything I was going to buy off there, I had to go down to the city like 3 hours to get it. So what I'd do is I'd go and buy 6 or 7 different auctions, or 10 different auctions, and then I'd go spend a day picking it all up. So I would just ask, I'd be them like, look, I'm happy to hit the buy now. You're happy to store this building material? Like, I'll be down on this date in 2 weeks. Are you around, or you're available on this day? We can leave it out. Yeah, cool. So, you sort that with 10 people, and then it's, it's one lot of fuel to go and get it all right. See, I was coming back with trailers, just stacked up with, 3 ton of wood on them and stuff. So it's been good, man. Some road trips down to the city, big city with my partner, and yeah. Hey, iRock, great to see you, bro. Great to see you, iRock. How you going, dude? How are things going, man? We're having a great chat today. It's been good. We've had a few trolls, but as you guys see, I nip them out quick enough. I am going to be looking at some mods soon. I think, guys, we'll just probably add a couple of mods at some point soon if it continues. It kind of comes in waves with the trolls, right? But no, we seem to have it under control. Spent a decade living. I'm British. Spent a decade living in Oz. Back in Europe now. Is it Europe now? Yeah. Had the dream of migrating to New Zealand. A few visits there. Fell in love with your country, bro. Yeah, that's great, bro. Yeah, for sure. It's just, yeah, it is very expensive to live here for sure. But it just depends what kind of lifestyle you want. Like, for me, I've even considered leaving New Zealand for like the next 10 years. I've considered like a couple of years from now, maybe I leave and go to America or something and make some decent money somewhere for a couple of years, or to do 10 years overseas and make some decent money to then come back here and buy land and stuff. But the reality is, I've got elderly parents and stuff here, and I'd like to be around, and they need my help with things and stuff, right? So I'm not going to abandon the family I care about. That's what matters to me, right? Family is very important to stay in touch with and make the most of while they're around. So there was a lot of time I wasn't around and stuff, right, and very selfish and stuff. So I have no idea what you're talking about. The uterus. He's got a Commodore uterus. Oh, it's like that. That's what we always called our utes. It's, oh yeah, mate, jump on the uterus. Fucking hilarious. Tell me where he is hiding. We're looking for Jimmy.
Does anybody know where Jimmy is hiding? We're trying to find Jimmy. This man here is looking for Jimmy. Maybe you'll try put him on milk carton or something. Anyway, caravan chilling. That's it, man. Yep, kind of. It's parked up on some land, bro, while building my cabin and stuff in the garage. Got the garage done. Got the car running. Just got the replacement tyres for my motorbike, so I took the wheels in, and I've got a new battery for it. I've got new tyres, and we're going to put all that on today. But I can't ride the motorbike because of the weather. I'm not going to go out on brand new slippery tyres in the rain because I need to run them in. So I'll be a bit careful, but sensible. Hey Luke, how are you, dude? Where are you from, man? Let me know where you're from, guys. How your day's going? Things always get in the way. Family first always. Fortunate the decade I was now back fam in Europe. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the thing of all the noise of the world, all the stress and all the expectation, the materialism and this and that. It's what really matters to us, right? What really matters. And I think family is a very important thing, right? You know, that's how humans have always traditionally operated, right? As you stay around family. Yeah, I don't do any politics here, bro. I don't do any politics. We don't pick any side. We don't do any of that, bro. This is the place to get away from all that kind of content. So it sounds like that kind of stuff in the world is stressing you out and making you then have to go out and spend your time typing it in a chat where it's going to make no difference, doing some virtue signaling. So I hope you can find your way, man. That's what I do here. This is a channel where we don't do all that politics and all that stress of that. We just focus on whatever the consequences are of all that umbrella of what's happening in the world, be it fuel prices or this or that. What I do on this channel, man, is talk about focusing on what you can do in the face of that, because it's going to affect you how it's going to affect you. It's beyond your control to change. So rather than spending your time looking at every detail and being angry and whatever and stressing about it and being distracted, about working on our own lives and trying to progress that, man. That's what I'm all about, to keep it positive and, so people aren't so, because, you can't make good long-term decisions in life in a heightened emotional state. And if you're going to get involved with all that politics and stuff, you're going to be in a state all the time, I'm stressed. You can't think clearly about what you want for yourself in your life, right? So I just say, step back from that a bit, man, would be my advice, bro. Don't bother saying it in random people's chat rooms. It's not doing anything, bro. All it's doing is you're basically saying, here's my position, and nobody cares, bro. Nobody needs to know your position on a war that we're not involved in. So don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, I bet that blimmin' commie must go like stink. I've got a mate building a twin turbo Alice at the moment in one of his cars down the other end of the country. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuel it these days. That's kind of why I went off building higher horsepower cars and stuff, right? Is the cost of fuel in it. Yeah, it's mad, bro. Wayne, he's got a beast of a motor there, mate. He's got a beast of a motor. 15 people in here. How are we all, guys? How's everybody going? I'll just delete out that guy's message is all. I'm not going to time him out or anything, but I'll just drop that one message off. As I say, we don't do the politics here, guys. It's all a distraction from your lives. My channel is all about not being distracted and building the life you want to build. Day by day, and we do that by not arguing with randoms on the internet, on the Instagram, not virtue signaling to the world of, here's my position of this global politics. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We worry about friends, family. Who's in your own family that is better deserving of your time, or your friends and stuff, right? Or some goal you have for yourself. You're better off pursuing that than stressing out over things beyond your control. That's what I'm all about here. No, I'm not brainwashed by anything, mate. Not brainwashed at all. It would appear you're the one who's brainwashed when you're coming into my channel and wanting to talk about 2 different countries, different bits of politics. You're the one brainwashed and affected by it, bro. I'm great here. I'm fantastic. So, Dean's a supercharger. Oh yeah, stick a big blower on it. Handsome little guy. Me, or this is Miss Heidi here. You must mean Heidi. She is the beautiful one. That's a dingo. Oh, I see you've played nice with Spoonie before. Yeah, okay. Bye, Zoe. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Have a great time. See ya. Anyway, continuing on, guys. Will climate change think? Who would know, man? Who would know? I'm not in the industry of understanding how the planet works, mate. I'm just a simple, just like you. I'm just one person of 9 billion, mate. Trying to enjoy the short period of time we have to enjoy the experience of life, my friend. That's what I'm about. So it may do, it may not. Who would know? Who would know? See, again, don't worry about things beyond your control, right? So if you're worried about, say, climate change would sink New Zealand, right? What we're going to do is, instead of stress about it, you're going to focus on the solution. So you're not, if you're worried about rising sea levels, well then don't ever buy a piece of land at, beachfront property. Buy somewhere up in the hills, problem solved. You're good. Can't plan for everything, but you can, again, you don't have to worry about all these things happening in the world. You just have to, you can be aware of them. And fuel prices go up, whatever happens, right? But you're trying to stay ahead of that and prepare yourself. It doesn't mean you have to stress. You can be chill, which means you can be methodical. You can think about things. Because if you're all wound up, you can't think straight. Exactly. Worrying about things you can't fix. Yep. You get totally aware, yeah, for sure. It's not about putting your head in the sand and not being aware of what's going on in the world. It's about understanding that, one of my friends was worried. He's like, oh, what if the Russians, this is months ago, he's like, what if the Russians come walking up the street? It's like, well, even at that point, I still can't do anything about it. We're not allowed to possess firearms for protection or anything in this country and stuff. So, again, it comes back to it's beyond my control, right? I'm just here to try and live my life amongst the chaos like we all are, right? We're all down in the trenches, guys. We're all down here. We're all down here suffering, I think. And I think there's, we don't need to be angry and lose it over that. And get wound up by everything we hear out of politics, right? It's all intended to wind us up and keep the poor arguing, keep the people arguing among themselves, so they never unite and rise up. And we're giving them exactly what they want. Everyone's fighting, everyone's arguing, everyone's bickering, and then they're not being productive in their own life. They're so focused on all the stuff beyond their control that the stuff that actually is within their control and the goals they have or what they want to pursue, there's no space left, right? There's no space left for that. Yeah, it's a caravan. Yep, that's it, mate. Caravan. That's a sort of a bit of a sacrifice I made. Here, basically, I had workshops and stuff, rented space, and the economy collapsed, and I needed an option. I needed somewhere to put my cars and stuff, so I managed to get some use of some land for a while. So this was a sheep paddock, so I should be able to use it for about the next 5-10 years. All going to plan. So I built a garage and a cabin here for now, just to get things on track. So we'll be out of the caravan very soon. Get this cabin finished up. If the weather plays ball, but otherwise, No, Derek, I wouldn't advise that, my friend. I don't drink. I gave up alcohol, mate. Alcohol was ruining my life, to be honest. Can't drink away your problems. I think alcohol's a very dangerous one for a lot of people, man. I think it causes way more harm than it's ever worth. In excess, of course, like 1 or 2 drinks, if you can handle it and you can not get aggressive or anything, you can handle yourself. It's not a problem, but if you're going to go out and do stuff you shouldn't be doing, or whatever, act the wrong way, it's obviously detrimental. You're back, Fox. Awesome, bro. No, I'm not going to try anything like that, Andy. I am good, thank you. Okay. Anyway, as I always say, guys, yeah, speaking of moderation, as I always say, guys, I don't tolerate any of this crap here. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not bothered. I don't have the emotional regulation of a 2-year-old like you. There's things you say I'm sure would bother you if you ran a channel, which is why you think it'll work on me, but I'm not weak like you, so have a nice trip. Anyway, pizza face. Okay. Sure. Oh, well, my acne. Yeah, the acne I've got. Yeah, I've had it for 20 years. You want to see? You like it? I don't care, mate. I'm not here to discuss this stuff. Cool, and you look like you can't talk anymore, see ya. I don't care, bro. Do you think I would put myself on the internet in front of everyone if I was bothered by my appearance? People are like, you got crooked teeth. I've had crooked teeth since I was 10 years old, mate. Yeah, I'm missing one too. Like, I've got acne. I'm not perfect, man. See, unlike you people, like, you guys don't put yourself out there, you don't achieve things because like, oh, acne, whatever. Look, I've got acne, mate. I'm a human being, mate. I'm a real human of Earth, like anyone. I'm not going to be held to a standard of perfection to be on YouTube. I'm not going to not do what I want to do, which is reach out and try and inspire and help people. Making comments like that won't ever stop me from my goals. It might stop you, but I'm here to just have a good vibe, guys. Oh, it's just how they are. That's how they are on here, unfortunately. But that's all right. We don't worry about it. I just kick them out the door. We give them a couple of, oh, yeah, on the way out the door. And happy days, mate. Happy days. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. It's a good lesson, though, right? It's a good lesson when you see the trolls and stuff here. People will always try and take you down. Sometimes it's your own friends. Sometimes it's your own family. You know, this is where you've got to have boundaries and you've got to... if you say you're going to do something right, you've got to do it. So I say them here quite often with the trolls and stuff. I'll warn them and I'm like, look, we don't do that here. And I'll give them a bit of a warning. And if it's going that way, it's okay, we'll see you, man. Happy trails. Go out smoking weed and drinking piss. Yeah, nice, bro. Nice. I still have a bit of the old cabbage to keep me a bit sane sometimes. It does level me out in moderation, right? But the alcohol I definitely had to give up. I can still have, you know, a beer or something now and again, but you put a lot of, you know, if I start drinking, it's not good. So yeah, you know, I can have a beer or two, but I did have to give up alcohol about 2.5 years ago. I went 2 years without a single drink and started to get life on track. Otherwise my situation now would be a lot worse, right? So I had to rein my head in, and I went on a different diet, dropped 40 pounds, started working out and stuff, and started just rebuilding my life, man. After a relationship went wrong and all that. That's life. Not everybody is meant to stay in your life forever. Sometimes we make mistakes. You know, this is the journey of life, guys. This is what we talk about here. The journey of life is if you're having a bad day or something, don't worry too much about it. It's, you know, you messed something up, you did something wrong, right? You live, you learn. We all have to learn how to do things. So. Oh, the old Bundy. Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, I was never much of a rum drinker when I drink. I found it quite a strange taste. I usually went more for my whiskey and stuff, bro. But yeah, as I say, I gave all that up. It was just tearing my life apart. Drinking each day and stuff, man. So I had to straighten my life out and get back on track. I'm getting there. We're on a roll right now, man. It's finally all sort of coming together. Building the garage, building cars and stuff. I'm starting to get back. I'm like this, you know, of this far I had to climb, I'm this far away from where I was at and how things were going, and I'm gonna, you know, and it's been 3 years of very hard graft, and as I say, I'm here to talk about that stuff now, right? I'm here to go into that and try and share my story and try and talk about the struggle, rather than come on here as like, I'm successful, like, look, here's how you can be like me, guys, donate me money or some crap. I can't, there's just all these grifters everywhere, bro. All these creators, they're just after people's money. They're not here to help anybody. You know, their intentions aren't genuine. Like, some of them are. But there's a lot of these people out there that are just, yeah, they're just trying to make money of it. Yeah, never addicted. Oh, that's good, bro. That's good, bro. Some people can get away with it for sure, some can't. Where am I from? Bro, I'm just gonna get rid of you as well, bro, just because you asked all the same questions before and I already answered you, so clearly you're just a troll. I'm not gonna play into it. David, wait, you mean both, mate? Rarely drink, but smoke weed all day, every day. So, oh yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, as long as you know you're still sort of chasing what you want to chase, bro. As long as you can still function, right? Like some people can function smoking all day, but you know, if you're getting lazy and you're getting really behind on stuff and you're getting down or something, that's where you'd sort of want to reduce it back a bit, and try and get some more tasks in. But again, I know people who can smoke like a chimney and they do really well on it. I know other people who can smoke a tiny bit and they're an absolute puddle that can't get anything done. So, you know, it's about working that out for yourself. Again, I'm not here to, as always, I'm not here to judge or tell anybody how to live or anything. It's we all have our own way, right? Got nothing left to chase. I'm done with working 50 hours a week. Well, what do you want to chase outside of that? What's your What's a goal you gave up on, or a dream you gave up on, maybe even 20 years ago? Something you always wanted to do, some trip you wanted to do, some car you want to have, some hobby you want to take an interest in. I found a lot of joy in that. Like, even like I bought an old PlayStation 2, man. I found like modern gaming was getting really toxic, and people on the mic and stuff were just so bad these days. And like, I'd try and play Forza Motorsport drifting, and everybody's just ramming you off track all the time, and it was so unenjoyable when I had to step back and be like, well, what do I actually enjoy about video games? I enjoyed like old racing games and that. So I just bought an old PlayStation 2. You know, it doesn't go online. I've got an old little CRT TV there, and me and my missus just play a bit of like motorbike racing and Gran Turismo and stuff on there. You know, and it's just, we might only play it like an hour or two a week, probably at most. But you know, it's sort of there, and it's just an enjoyable little thing, right? So that's why I'd say, bro. Like, lean into what you actually enjoy, bro. Like, you know, your life can't just be work, eat, and sleep, right? So yeah, just see if you can make that work. That's what I'm trying to get to, bro. With motorbikes and stuff, you gotta have outlets, right? You gotta have some things you enjoy, whatever it is for you, right? That's my sort of view on that. Now my kid taxi. Oh, he's got the he's gone to the minivan. It's all right, mate. We'll hop up the minivan, stick a supercharger on the minivan. You know, drift e-brake. He'll be right. Come on, kids. We're going to school sideways in the minivan. He'll be all right. Burnt myself out. Working hours a week. Yep. Exactly what happened to me. You're trying to burn it, trying to make everything happen, trying to build that life. Yeah, for me, that was like 15, 20 years of wasting my life video gaming and stuff, and really off track and smoking a lot of weed and stuff like that. And I just had enough, and I really went full in. And then lockdowns happened, and the economy collapsed, and then, like, the people who I was dealing with, because I was working on cars and selling parts and stuff, they all ran out of money. And then I couldn't pay the bills, like, and everything just collapsed. You know, the relationship I had, she was no longer interested the moment the money started to dry up, of course. Yeah, but I have a new relationship now. 3 years later, I have a new relationship. I've been clean off alcohol. I've, you know, built a garage. I've learned to drive a digger. The sacrifice was really, I guess, being in the caravan. You know, rather than go and rent somewhere, and, you know, it was just a situation I was in. I had, like, you know, 15 cars and nowhere to put them, and you know, I couldn't exactly go just rent a room somewhere or something. I was in a dire situation, so I just did the best with, you know, you play the cards you dealt, you work with what you got, right? And again, I'm not here to, like, tell a pity story or anything. It's about, you know, telling how I got through it and how I view things, and, you know, so yeah, it's solving your own problems. I think there's so much to be said for solving your own problems, of understanding that there's something going on in your life, or there's some task, even if that's down to the dishes or whatever. If there's anything in your life that you have to do that task, nobody's going to come save you, nobody's going to do it for you, nobody's going to give you a hand up, whatever. Only you can do that task. Maybe you need to research more to do it. Maybe you need to whatever to make that happen. But if it's on you, the sooner you do it, the sooner you start putting effort out, the sooner you're going to attain it, because nobody else is going to hand it. Nobody's going to help. Nobody's going to do it. I found that waiting on, like, mates to come help work on cars and stuff. Oh man, I'm putting in an engine, can you come give me a hand? And then, you know, 2 hours of the day it's meant to happen. Oh bro, excuses, whatever. And I've really learned to sort of almost not, it's almost sad, but to not have, like, that hope, that expectation. And it's like, if they show up, great, but it's like, I try and plan things more of, how can I do this myself? If I have to, right? Because then I know, and then putting it on myself, like, I might be a bit shitty about it, but it's kind of like fuel of, like, oh, I've got to do everything myself. Or it's like sort of turning into, like, yeah, I'll do everything myself. Like, you know, like, it's not to prove it to other people. It's like, no, I'll prove it to me, right? I'll prove that I've got that strength, that I can make this happen, that I can, you know, I can be better, I can have what I want and stuff, right? So that's you know. Again, I'm just spitballing here, guys. I don't have a script or anything. I don't have a agenda or a plan, or I'm not trying to get anybody's, I don't know. I'm not here to get people's money or anything. I'm not monetized or any of that. It's just about having a chat and trying to, I don't want people to feel how I did in that struggle and that depth, and I think some of you guys can relate to just going through it. We're getting a really good audience of that kind of stuff, right? Of you guys, and that's what I mean, is you guys talking to each other and that, right? That's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be more a community and just a chat, and yeah, it's not really about me being a main character and doing something on here. So, Yeah, strong, empowering, hearing other stories. That's exactly what it's about. And you know, we lose too many young men, especially, you know, to this, because it's like, I think you would have all felt it. You know, you just hit that fucking rock bottom. It's like, man, why am I bothering? And you know, I felt like that. I felt like that this morning. I got wound up by somebody, a friend yesterday, and it just was rent free in my head, and like I can't get it out of my head. It's actually, I realized it was me beating myself up about that. That I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, like I just wish that I had the strength that this wasn't there, that it wasn't affecting me, and I'm really trying to overcome it and work on what I'm working on. Meanwhile, that anger and that other part makes me want to throw a brick through my car's windscreen. It just, these urges and stuff, and I'm trying to regulate that, and it's, yeah, people kind of force their way in to my head. So that's something I'm really learning to overcome. I have a lot of emotional control with that stuff, with the trolls and whatever. I couldn't care less. But there's this friend, there's a lot of history and there's a lot of stuff like this happened in the past, and then they went on the attack on me again, and I'm just like, okay. Yeah. But I do have to keep a relationship with that person at the moment, and some business stuff and whatever. So it's just difficult. It's just one of those. But that's life, man. That's life. We live, we learn, we grow, we'll work through it. I'm learning to separate and not give people the emotional reaction they're trying to get out of me. They're trying to antagonize or make me react a certain way. It's all about, you know, having control of your own mind. So that's been a really good lesson from that friendship, as much as it's been difficult. I've certainly learned a lot about people and how to regulate my emotion. If that person can't regulate their emotion and respect the boundary that I've said, I said to them, I need this boundary in place, because otherwise you're clogging up my head to the point I can't function, right? Like, can you please respect that boundary? And they started disrespecting that boundary in a conversation last night. I went, that's the end of the conversation, bro. Oh, but I'm like, right. And he's like, you need to respect me. No, I'm not going to go there, because I know how this is going to end. I know that this is going to do neither of us any good. So I'm going to be the adult here and cut this off. I'm going to take charge of the situation. As much as that's a risk of upsetting you more and you'll make my life more difficult, I have to protect my peace here, right? You know, that doesn't mean that the other person, there's a lot of ways that person is not wrong, and with what they're saying, and I understand their frustrations in that, but we've long established that that kind of line of conversation isn't going to serve either of us, and it's just going to create problems, and it's going to mean I don't function. So yeah, it's about protecting myself with that and knowing how I operate, right? Yep, living in a caravan, mate. That's it, mate. That's it. Puppy's trimming her nails, apparently. Nowhere to keep the extra rolls down. Yeah. Wonder if you can find that again, iRock. You could probably dig it up. You'd be able to find it somewhere, maybe. Yeah, I loved playing Forza Motorsport back in the day, but yeah, it got pretty toxic these days, so I gave that up and went to a PlayStation 2, mate. Do you have any idea how to be happy? I'm 32 and I still don't know. The goal is not to be happy. Don't pursue happiness, because happiness is a emotion. It's a short-term emotion that comes in a state, right? Happiness is this, man. So if you're looking for happiness, happiness is going to be this, and suffering in life is going to be this. And obviously the balance, it doesn't look worth it, right? No, you're not trying to pursue happiness. You're not trying to pursue that specific feeling, because it's not, you know, you can pursue something, you can, you know, say you saved up all the money and worked your ass off for years and really ground, and then you get your dream Lamborghini, for example, right? Just as a random example. You know, once you have it, you might be happy for the first couple of days or something, but you know, the excitement wears off, right? So happiness is fleeting. What you're trying to pursue, you're not seeking happiness. I think the better way to frame that is you're seeking peace, right? You're seeking contentment and peace in a way. You know, humans are built for comfort, which is why when we struggle and stuff, sometimes, you know, once we've got a roof over our head, we've got food in our stomach, things are going okay, it's very difficult for a lot of people to push past that and break out of that comfort zone or take more risk, which is why people get stuck in a 9-to-5 job, for example, forever, right? Because it's stable and it's no risk, and they'll work that job. I remember meeting a guy. I worked in a courier facility once, throwing freight onto the belt through the night in the warehouse, sorting through freight. And there was a guy there who had started working there when he was 16, and he was 78. And he'd worked at that job night shift his whole life, and he was 78, and he'd done nothing but that job since he was 16 years old. He walked in the door of the place one day looking for his first job, and he worked there like over 50 years. And I used to talk with him in the middle of the night. We'd sit and have a smoker and have a tea and whatever, and I'd sit and talk with him like this for 15-20 minutes. And he was the reason I left the place. He said, "Don't spend your life here, man." He was like, "Yeah, it's been all right, but like, I work, I sleep, I eat. I've never really had a family." He just, he really reminded me to focus on my dreams and that, right, and pursue it. And remember, some other poor bastard always has it worse, right? If you've got a phone right now and internet and stuff, you're doing all right. You're doing way better than you think you are. If you've got food, you got a roof over your head, you got food in your stomach, you've got internet and a cell phone. The whole world's at your fingertips to learn any skill or anything, right? You can do pretty much anything. I'm not saying you can become an astronaut or something necessarily, but if there's something you want to pursue, you can pursue it. It's all about where you want to put your energy and attention online. We live in a world of distraction. So if you want to pursue something, just get on the AI mode. Go to Google, go AI mode, and rather than talk to it in sentences like, "Oh, I want to try surfing," don't give it sentences. Give it paragraphs. Go, "Hey, I've been struggling in life with this and this and this, and I'm wanting to do this, and how can I get back into it? But this is in the way, and maybe I need to plan a bit better. I'm not sure. What do you think?" It'll spit out and it'll ask you follow-up questions and stuff, and you can actually just have a conversation with that. It's like, if you want to use AI mode with car stuff, rather than me looking over for wiring diagrams on 10 different car forms, digging through 20 years of the internet trying to find information, I can go, "Oh, I'm looking for this and this exact off this part number, whatever." It's just, so these tools are fantastic if you can utilize them for your benefit, right? Simple man, happy because you're alive. That's it, man. That's there's finding that sort of contentment in that, right? That we're going on the journey. As I often say on here, you got to be grateful you were the fastest sperm. You were the fastest little fishy of millions of little fishies that you could have become into being a human. You were the fastest one on that day. Your dad probably put billions of your brothers and sisters into a sock under a bed or something over the years. So you're the one who gets to have the experience of life. So just bear that in mind. It's a good way to look at it. It's a bit of an icky way of looking at it, but it's a good way to look at it, right? You're the little fishy who gets to go on the experience, man, rather than harden up a sock. So cheers to that. Cheers, all my fellow little fastest fishies. Sub and like. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, Chrissy. Yeah, it's picking up bit by bit. We just have a good yarn. We have a good chat, so hope things are all well for you, mate. Hope things are well, mate. We're just having a chat, talking some whatever, keeping it positive. It was been quiet the last few days. I went from about 1,200 views a stream, and then suddenly it went to 300 a day all of a sudden. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday I streamed, or maybe the day before, it was like 85 views for 2.5 hours. So I don't know. Seems to be more busy today. We've had a lot of new chat, new faces and stuff. So that's just how it goes with streaming on YouTube, right? It just depends on the day, depends on what's happening. Some people should have stayed in a sock. Perhaps, who would know? Yep. Some people dribbled down off their mother's chin, and unfortunately we now have to deal with them. I know, it's a rough life, mate, but we're all stuck on the same rock as you, sorry. So you just have to suck it up like the rest of us. Just have to suck it up like the rest of us, mate, that we're all here, we're all having the experience of life, and I'm sure we'll be alright. Sure, it'll all work out, mate. Just a bit of self-love, bit of, don't listen to all the thoughts in your head is very important as well. Just because you have a thought, it doesn't make it so, right? That doesn't have to be your reality. Just, we talk to ourselves in our head worse than anybody, will ever say to us, right? Which is why it's so easy to deal with trolls and stuff, right? Like, I've said things a million times worse in my head to myself, when I've been thinking about, right? So, right? So that doesn't mean those thoughts are true, right? They're just the deepest, darkest fears and things from the subconscious trying to keep you safe. Because humans are built for comfort. We're not built for taking risks and all that. We're built for, you got a roof over your head, you got food, right? It's survival, right? As long as your survival needs are met, then we can kind of live in that comfort, which is why a lot of people, will work a 9 to 5 job. They've got a flat, they've got whatever, they've got a little cat they pat or whatever, and they're like, oh, I've got my little hobby, and like that's enough for most people. If people want to live that way, that's, I'm not here to judge anybody or tell anybody else how to live. But yeah, I just think that's where a lot of people get lost in it and stuff, whereas I've always been more of a, I want to go out and, ride motorbikes and, enjoy cars and, I don't know, just go on adventures and travel and just a bit of everything, man. Yeah. So yeah, just breathe. Just remember to breathe, guys. My best advice at the moment is try and avoid all this crap going around the world, all this war and bombing who and this and that. Just try and cut out all of that you can out of your life. If you're scrolling on a reel or something, even if it looks remotely interesting about the files or this, just swipe off it. Trust me, it'll make your head just like, it's great, man. And you feel in control. Like, no, I'm not going to play into that. I'm not going to worry about it. Some would say it's disassociation, but for me, it's you've got to protect your peace. You've got to understand that the people who really run the world. Yeah, all these countries, all this politics, all this war, all this, it's all a show. None of it is real. That is the show they're putting out for the general citizens. And there's all these people who are like, we know so much about this, and I'm not an idiot, and I'm not a sheep, and I know what you're up to. It's like, you're playing into exactly what they want you to play into. It's stupid. Just ignore all of it. If the gas price goes up, you still need to put the gas in your car. It's beyond your control to change it. Just put the gas in. Tap the card. Go about your life. That's how you win. That's how you win over all this. And then you watch everyone. And I go to the supermarket the other day. I'm walking along. Oh, have you heard about the bombing and this and and they're all like, you can't live that way. You can't live in this fear and anxiety. And then it becomes, I can't chase my dreams. I can't do what I want to do and it becomes an excuse. It becomes because of the way the world is, I can't do what I want to do. And it's like a really easy, cop out. It's a really easy justification. And then everyone else nods along like, I understand that because of the economy and I understand, right? You to a loop. Well, we had a disconnection for a moment, sorry. But you fall into that loop and it doesn't serve anybody, right? It's serving the distraction they're wanting to offer you. So, let's go about your day, mate. Do your dishes, fold your washing, pat the cat, and dust off the door frames, and I don't know. Do what you love. We're not here for long, right? None of us are here for long. At most, I've got another 40, 50 years on Earth, and that's pretty bloody optimistic. So, just enjoy the time you got. Enjoy your friends and your family and stuff, right? Like, I'd rather spend my time around friends and family, those people I love, than spend it arguing with random people on the internet, on Instagram, or stressing over the news or something, right? It's the reason anybody worries about all that stuff is, my family, my friends, and I was like, it's all outside of your control. Just hang out with your family and friends and enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life a bit. 35 likes. I'm getting famous, guys. I am definitely getting famous. Oh, good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the likes and any support, guys. Very good. So yeah. Oh, it's good. I'll tell you one funny thing I've realised. So I started my first YouTube channel in September, right? I had another channel since then, and now I've got this channel, right? And we're keeping this one long term, right? This is the final channel after my test channels I ran, right? Back in September, I had the same trolls that come in here now on a completely new channel. So since September, they're still going around. I see them around other channels as well, right? These same people are just saying the same, trying to talk down to people, saying the same crap since September. It's like, dude, I've built a whole cabin since then. I've built a car, and I'm getting my motorbike on the road. I'm been out to the beach all these times with my partner. I've been having a great life, man. And these people are still just talking the same crap, wandering around the internet, doing nothing. It's sad to see, but it's not my problem. So yeah. All right, guys, I am going to call it for today. I'm going to head off. I'm eager to get the wheels on my motorbike. I was going to do that on stream, but I don't care. I'm going to go put some music on. I'm going to go have a good vibe. It's been a pleasure talking with you all. It's been really busy in here today, so I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy your company as always. And I'll be back, I'd say, tomorrow around the same kind of time. All right. So thank you very much, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Please, yeah, just try not to stress about all this craziness in the world. It's always been this way. The last 100 years, it's always invader. Just breathe, calm. Just progress something in your own life. Drag that old hobby out of the garage, out of the back cupboard or something. You know, that thing you packed away. That, you know, what are you yearning for? What do you actually want to do? Sometimes take some time and actually put some time, a couple of hours a week, even at that thing that you enjoy, right? All right. Hit that like and sub if you haven't. I am out. I will be back tomorrow and we will have some more good conversation about just building the life we want instead of all this chatter in the world, right? Cool. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Might be at the beach tomorrow with the motorbike.